how long mine did take. Okay, let's get the pit stop done, finish my smoke, have a drink. I doubt I'm going to drop down to second place, because I'm a minute ahead of second. Now, one thing I don't know is whether I now need to stay in the pit lane. I'm going to try.
Watch out for the twitchy ones. Keep it clean and slide past.
See if it gives me a corner cut warning for missing turn 1. It did, you cheeky sod. But there we go. Okay, so we have come out in first place still, but hopefully now we should be able to potentially put in some faster lap times. The only problem is that we're now going to have a lot of back markers ahead of us again. At Matt's Gas, don't worry, I don't mind being I don't mind it being said I sound like a nerd. I am. I'm a geek. What can I say? I love Big Bang Theory. I'm kind of like Sheldon Cooper, Leonard Hofstadter, Howard Wolowitz and Rajesh Kufrapali all wrapped into one. The only difference is that when I'm drunk, I think I can talk to women, but actually I can't.
Yellow flags, repeat, yellow flags.
Oh, he's had a bit of a wiggle and clipped the wall. Oh, it's wiggling, she's wiggling. Tried to accelerate a little too aggressively there, he didn't like it. Right, let's just try and get him offline a bit, make him think I'm going to go for it when I'm not. He's offline a little. Now, whatever happens, we're going for it into turn 1. Oh, beautiful. Well, he got stuck in the wall. I tell you what, I would have just seen whether I did hit him or not. I don't think I hit him then. But what I did was I dummied as if I was going to go for the outside, done a Mansell on him, went for the inside and slid it round the corner. Now, there is a good chance that I did give him a little rear end nudge and stick him in the wall, but we'll see. But mainly I want to watch the overtake. Well, I say these cars, they ain't the fastest of cars, but they are quite fun to drive. At the end of the day, you don't have to race fast to have good races. Sometimes the closest battles, although not against the AI, can be in the slower cars. Hey, give us a good view. Come on, give us a view. That's a crap view. No, I didn't touch him. He did it on his own. Unlucky fella. Right, let's carry on.
You're about to lap some back markers. We really want to get past here with minimal fuss.
Also, thinking about it, with me sounding like a nerd, I don't mind that, because I've had a fair few ladies watch the live stream saying they love the sound of my voice. So I don't mind being a nerd if people like it. Maybe I could bring out a book.
Flag, there's a crash nearby, be careful.
Yeah, bring out a book. The 50 Shades of Nerd. I've got an overheated tyre. One thing you may notice while I'm actually driving around here, a lot of the places, and it is one of the, what I'm about to tell you is one of the biggest tricks to this particular circuit, regardless of what game you're on or what cars you're in. The trick is to aim it at the walls for some of the corners.
Back markers ahead, you're about to lap them. Get past quick and clean.
Now it's a bit concerning that both rear front tyres have now gone into the red in the bottom right. Now the red on the bottom right doesn't necessarily dictate temperature, although the temperatures will be high. The colours are red for you're above the optimum temperature, the optimum grip level. Green is you're within sort of optimum grip range. Blue is obviously your tyres are cold and you're under optimum grip range. But considering that we did 20 laps without the slightest bit of overheating on the tyres, I'm surprised that we've done 3 laps and it says the fronts are starting to go red. I mean, to be honest, I would have expected the rears to go red
Yellow flags
before
ahead.
the fronts.
Repeat, yellow flags.
Now I just know he's going to have a dive at me, so I have to be careful.
Watch out for
He's
these
gonna
two
bounce
back
the
markers.
wall.
They're engaged in some gargantuan battle. Just easy as you go through.
So I've downshifted to 4th there just to make the car much more stable, which it is. Obviously it's not accelerating as quick, but sometimes it's worth sacrificing that acceleration to have the grip.
That's a strong pace. Your lead is increasing. Keep up the great work.
Come on, let's give us a bit of slipstream. Gonna go for a risky one here.
Find
Give
out
him
with
a
these
nudge,
back
though.
markers. They're having some mega battles. Just take care.
That was a bit of a dangerous move, that, but we're ready to have a bit of fun. See what can and can't be done. Try and avoid rhyming like a complete tool. And make sure we don't end up in the swimming pool. Woohoo! Now with the tyres overheating, you may think that I've put the wrong tyres on.
Yellow
But
flag.
as far as
The
I'm
car's
aware,
stuck in the track. Try not to hit it.
there is only the one tyre type for these cars. Oh, I've got an additional bonnet. Okay, engineer, what do you reckon about that one? Oh, I can't see where I'm going. That'll do.
Lovely driving. The pace is very strong. We're building a good gap to second.
And what I did on that occasion was I had to look around the outside so I could show you what the AIs would do and why I went for the move up the inside on that other car. Going for the outside around turn 1 at Monaco, not always the best way, but if they do leave the door open for you, it can be done. This is going to get messy down here, I just know it.
Watch out for the two in front, they're going to take each other out. Just don't be part of their accident. Yellow flags ahead. Repeat, yellow flags.
I think it's fair to say you got that one a bit wrong. Okay, so 25 laps in, 15 to go.
Lovely driving out there, that's great pace. We're building a good clean gap to second place now. Keep up the good work.
Okay, we are going to go for a move at the top of the hill. Dummy the outside. Too much sideways there, kicking the ball.
You're just closing up on some of the back markers. Let's get by without any drama. Come on, keep focused and slide by.
Slide by is probably exactly what I will do.
Yellow flag, there's a crash nearby, be careful.
Ooh, trying to be careful on the brakes with the front tyres being red hot. And I'm now glad that I did back off there, because if I hadn't, I'd have been in the middle of the road when he came back from the wall. Oh, come on, off that, off that. Yeah, I got a feeling that the fronts may be getting a little bit hot with the continuous locking up.
Great work out there. Pace is really strong. We're pulling a good gap to second.
Oh, come on, go,
You're
go,
approaching
go.
some back markers. Keep it clean and try and slide past without losing any time.
On that instance, I wasn't actually trying to go for an overtake. I was just trying to dummy the inside to see if he does go wide. If he goes wide, I can sneak through, or perhaps try and make him defend, which will make him slow through the rest of it. Instead, he did neither of them. He just stayed on the racing line and went really, really slow.
Yellow flag. The car stuck in the track. Try not to hit it. I must admit, I think this is probably one of the most enjoyable cars I've driven around the last corner here at Monaco. Complete opposite lock-on, fully on the mate,
power.
You're coming up on some back markers now, and some of them might be twitchy. Keep
Good
it clean
fun.
and get by without losing any time.
Got a good run up the hill, and he's slow. His rear wheel arch is shaking about a lot. Oh, I was going to try a new move there, round the outside on that corner. Figured I'd have a look, see what it'd be like. The answer is not nice. Oh, one ahead's at a moment. I have to be careful here now. I wasn't going to overtake, but he messed up, so we take full advantage. But I've said to people before as well, when it comes to overtaking,
Yellow flags, repeat, yellow flags.
you don't have to overtake as soon as you catch a car up. Sometimes you can be better off just waiting, whether it be a lap, 2 lap, whatever, just waiting, try and work out, oh no, it's my turn to go down there, you sod. Yeah, it can be worth waiting, whether it's 1, 2, 3 laps, whatever, just to see where you may be quicker, or just wait for them to make a mistake. Because if they make a mistake, it's a free overtake. I suppose it was only right that I ended up being sent towards the service road
at
least once
We're
in
building
the
a
race.
nice gap to second place now. Keep up the good work.
Good car there. Trying to go gentle on the brakes, didn't work. I was just trying to give the front tyres a bit of a rest. I mean, it is weird that they have got overheated, whereas the first set of tyres just was not a problem.
Yellow flag, there's a crash nearby, be careful.
I know what I'll do. So we're still far enough ahead make another pit stop. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, and change the tyres.
You're about to lap some back markers. We really want to get past here with minimal fuss.
Oh, I went for the opposite locking and it brought the bloody menu up. Right, okay, so we don't need to put any fuel in. So let's have a look at the tyres. Soft, intermediate or wet, extreme wet, hard, medium or soft. See, now that's interesting, because when you do the car setup at the start, you've only got the option of one set of tyres. It doesn't give you the choice in the car setup of soft, medium or hards. So it's possible that because these are the soft tyres, that's what was causing it to overheat. So if we go for the hard tyre, we'll probably find that it won't overheat, but we may have less grip. Now that's something that I will have to have a look at, because like I say, in the car setup, I mean I may even show you, but in the car setup it doesn't give you the option of picking soft, medium or hard tyre. Okay, for those of you that have been sending messages while I have been on track, I will have to get to them at the end of the race. Just if I do keep sitting here reading the messages, I will keep crashing. And not only that, if I do keep pausing it every time I'm in the pit lane to catch up with the messages, we'll never get the race done. Okay, so my previous best lap time is a 2:04.1. Now, that was in this race. I don't know what tyres it was on. I've got a feeling it will be the hard tyres, so the same as what I've got on at the moment. Now I wouldn't necessarily expect these to overheat, but obviously the reason why after that last stop they were is because they were the soft compound tyre.
You're about to pass the back markers. Let's keep it clean, no risks.
Keep it clean, no risks. I'll try the keeping clean bit, but I'm going to take
Yellow
risks.
flags ahead. Repeat, yellow flags.
Interesting. Front tyres, he's gone rather red. Now you may think, well, perhaps it's because we've got less fuel on now than we had at the start of the race. But then I drove this car yesterday around here with no fuel in and didn't overheat the tyres. But both fronts gone red straight away on the outlap. That's not right. Leave us that nudge from him, thank you very much. Quite baffling that about the tyres overheating, because the pressures that the tyre pressure that these tyres have got are exactly what I started the race with.
Yellow flag. The car stuck in the track. Try not to hit it.
You're going to end up in the wall. Bye-bye. Now he's going to turn into me here. Don't give up. Don't give up.
Okay, mate, you're coming up on some back markers
See,
now.
now he's ended up in the wall. I didn't touch him, and I gave him plenty of room. If there was contact there, it's because he turned in. That's what I'm going with anyway. Oh, rear end's clipped the wall and sucked us off to it. Oh, it does not want to stop going down there. Now what would be good is if at some point or somehow while on track you was able to actually see and confirm exactly what tyres you're on. So let's say for example you make a pit stop and then you think, hang on a minute, did I put the right tyres on?
Repeat, yellow flags.
There's no way of knowing, which is a little frustrating. But obviously, I mean, in real life, you would just radio your pit crew and say, what tyres have you put on?
Okay, you've got some back markers ahead. You're about to lap them. Let's get past quickly.
You are not chucking it up the inside. Okay, I'm going to go for it round the outside and show you how tricky it is. See now, had on the previous lap, when I did up the inside on the other car, had he taken a line like I just took there, he wouldn't have ended up in the wall. Just trying to have a bit of fun there.
Yellow flag. The crash nearby. Be careful.
I am trying to be a little bit careful into the braking zones with having the hot front tyres, which could leave me open to being attacked, but we'll just have to see how we get on with it. That's going into the wall. Ooh. There's not a lot I could have done to have stopped that then.
That's great pace, you're looking good out there.
Also, with the tyres getting quite hot now, they're not going to handle how they would if they were staying green. So there's probably going to be more opposite locking, more understeering, potential for more moments into the wall.
You're approaching some back markers. Keep
Very
it clean
sure
and try and slide
I
past
turned in
without
on
losing any time.
Yeah, turned in on him a little bit too much. I purposely did try cutting him off there. Tyson just sent me towards the
Yellow
wall.
flags ahead. Repeat, yellow flags.
Tried to do the move up the inside on him there, but caught him a little bit too quick, so let him go back ahead and attack him in a different corner. I mean, doing a race like this as well, it's going to give you more idea or a little bit more experience of what the AI cars may do. A longish race, bit of fuel usage on, tyre usage on, not the fastest of cars, no damage on, and just see what the AI cars, how they are going to behave.
That's great pace. Don't switch off. We're building a really good gap now to second. Keep it up.
And as I mentioned earlier on, work on things like, okay, can I set them up for an overtake into this corner? No, okay, but can I try setting them up in this corner for the next one? And things like that. It's just good practice. I mean, I'm not doing this for any seriousness or to go, hey, watch this. It's just, I like this car, it's quite fun to drive, and I love Monaco, so I figured, right, I'm going to go and do a long race at Monaco, and that's literally all I was thinking, in a car that's pretty good fun, because at the end of the day, let's not forget, why do we play racing games? Well, probably because we like cars, we like driving fast, we can't afford to do it in real life, so doing it on a computer game is the next best thing. But also because we enjoy it. Now, if you're in online lobbies and people are doing your red in,
Yellow flags, repeat, yellow flags.
then okay, racing against the AI can be frustrating at times, but if you approach it with a mindset of, okay, let's just see how we get on, see what happens, see if I can work out why the AI do certain things, and then you can learn to drive around it. Just enjoy the game. Oh, I said earlier on, around here you got to aim for the wall. That's one corner where you do. But I think that one was a little bit too on target. I don't know. I can get round to back with someone else's bonnet on my car, unable to see.
You're closing on some back markers. We don't need any drama here. Let's keep it focused.
But then I do that at the swimming pool. Okay, lap 35 done. On to lap 36. Not many laps to go now. Another thing as well with these cars, I mean, I think it could be good practice of working out how a car may handle differently in one gear to another, and how much effect that can actually have. Oh, I should have took that in third then. I'd have probably got a move on him, but thought I'd play the safer game. A little bit too much gas there.
Yellow flag. The car stuck in the track. Try not to hit it.
There might be another one in a moment. Oh, he went quite slow there. I was looking at trying to sneak round, but I think if he hadn't have put that little dab of his brakes on, I reckon I could have avoided him. But there you go. Okay. Now, because I am so far ahead, I mean, these last few laps, I mean, I am just looking at the car ahead and thinking, okay, where am I quicker? Where am I slower? Where could I overtake? Where's not a good place to overtake? And stuff like that. I've done it throughout the whole of the race, really. Just worked on, okay, can we set people up into corners? And because this is against the AIs, it's like, okay, like for example, heading up this hill here, overtaking around the outside, the left-hander at the top of the hill, it's probably not going to work because of where the AI cars position their car. But if you're close enough, it could be worth giving it a try. At least then you'll know. And then if you do an online race and the opportunity arises where you think, oh, I could go for it around the outside, you'll have an idea of whether you can actually do it or not. I mean, you'll notice as well, I haven't really tried dive bombing anybody into that hairpin we've just gone round, but that's because I'm faster between these two corners and between these two corners. So I've used that area to overtake instead. Try and get a better run on the exit of that corner, overtake through the tunnel. So where I attempt my overtakes are fairly...
Yellow flags ahead. Repeat, yellow flags.
Yeah, are fairly pre-selected. Sometimes they go right, sometimes they go wrong, but... So like this corner here, this corner's really, it's not a corner you want to overtake on. If you end up side by side with the car heading towards it...
These back markers are having a royal battle all of their own, so just be careful when you slither past.
Yeah, if you end up side by side heading towards it, you do have to think about what you're doing. I mean, two cars can get round there side by side, but neither can do it at the potential full speed of the corner.
Cracking job. That's a strong pace and we're building a nice gap to second.
Always give it a double dip of the brakes. Yes, sod. I don't mind going through there sideways, but not when it's initiated by an extra press of their brakes. But it's worked for him. He's now further ahead than he was. But not for long, not until we get round to this right-hander when we'll be right up his gearbox and probably hit him.
You're just closing up on some of the back markers. Let's get by without any drama. Come on, keep focused and slide by.
The car ahead's gone wide while I was looking at the car behind. How's that one for a move then? I let him have the inside, let him think he's overtaken, ducked up behind him and surprised him on the exit.
Yellow flags, repeat, yellow flags.
Oh, it's going. Come back, come back. Oh, there is now a car there. I got all out of shape then on the brakes. The tyres are struggling. this is not a good place to end up.
Back markers ahead, you're about to lap them, get past quick and clean.
That's the first time that I'd say I've probably had a proper spin, which means that the tyres are now struggling. It also means that that amazing overtake I did a moment ago means absolutely nothing. But yeah, the fronts are definitely sliding about a lot. But I say it's weird with the tyres, because when you're in the car setup, it shows you that there's only one tyre. I mean, you have the option of having the tyre choice as automatic by weather, or something like the Pirelli Yorio or something like that, or weather tyre. If it's an all-weather tyre, then essentially it's a road tyre. Now, there isn't anywhere there that you can go, right, I want that tyre, but as a soft tyre, a medium tyre, a hard tyre, or an intermediate, or a wet. Now, it could be that the options are there in the pit stop, but if you pick, well, I was going to say, if you pick them, it doesn't put them on. But I picked the hards, and it didn't say, you can't do this. However, the tyres did pretty much heat up in the same way as they did after the first stop. But then, like I said, considering that I did 20 laps without even a hint of the tyres heating up, then it's been a little confusing. But again, I mean, I'll go back to, if you're able to confirm what tyres you're on while you're on track. So let's... okay, so you can't see on here what tyres you're on, but if you could confirm what tyres you're on you'd got on track,
the car stuck in the track, try not to hit it.
Then in a situation like, for example, I've had with this car, where my first set of tyres were absolutely fantastic, lasted 20 laps no problem, during that stint I could go, okay, just check which tyres are these that I'm on. Okay, it's the mediums. Okay, let's make sure we put the mediums back on. Whereas the softs and the hards have just both overheated the fronts pretty much at the end of the outlap. But there you go. Either way, it's still been an enjoyable race. Few crashes, but it's to be expected. It's Monaco.
Closing on some back markers. Watch out for the twitchy ones. Keep it clean and slide past.
Watch out for the twitchy ones. You'll probably find I'm the twitchy one at the moment. Okay, we're on to the final lap. Now, I've done that in third gear just to get a nice lot of opposite lock. I'm horribly slow out the corner, but I don't really care. Oh, too tight on the corner. I was just going to try and have a little bit of fun. Well, it's always the way. You can go happily opposite locking it, drifting it around a track, and then when you think, right, okay, let's really go and do some drifting, you end up in the wall on every corner.
Try and pick your way through these back markers, but be careful, they're having some kind of mega battle. Yellow flag, there's a crash nearby, be careful.
Oh, got wiggly. He's off. He's gonna hit. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. That was close. There we go. It's the end of the race.
You really, really earned it today. Great job.
I thoroughly enjoyed that race there, and to be honest, it's weird because I don't feel like I've just gone and done 40 laps around Monaco, whereas I know from experience, for example, on the PS3 on F1 games, you know when you've done 30 to 40 laps around Monaco, but obviously it's a slow car, so it's a lot less taxing, but there we go. Okay, so let's have a quick butchers at how many laps ahead I was. So the top 10 were all a lap behind, so up to, oh no, they're now on lap 39, so they've got a couple more to do, although in reality the race will be over now. So yeah, I'm at least a lap ahead of everybody, which isn't too... No, I wasn't a lap ahead of everybody, because second place was about a minute 15 behind, but there we go. Okay, I'm going to roll my smoke, potentially look through some of the messages, although there has been a lot of messages go up, and obviously I've not responded to them while I've been racing because I've been concentrated on the track. And considering that I bumped a few walls there, had I been sat here looking to the right of me reading the messages, then would have crashed even more. And I do know that there is people in the live stream watching that if someone was saying something they shouldn't, they would tell them. Okay, I'll just have a quick overlook. Tell you what we'll do actually while I'm doing that. I'm going to click on view replay. For those of you that didn't see the start, you'll see how I jumped 20 places very early on. I'll have a quick scan through the messages. I'll just slowly sneak through there. That was a proper pile up at the start. Okay, message I've seen here. HE 1980 thinking again a steering wheel. What does everyone think of the T100 for a first timer? If you've got no way at all of saving 250 quid for the Thrustmaster T300 and you really want to wheel, then okay, but my honest opinion would be save your money, stick with the pad until you can get a wheel, until you can get a better one. Now, I do know a lot of people think it's ridiculous how much the T300 wheel is, and in a way I can understand that. I mean, I'm not a rich person, I don't have much money, and I did not want to spend 300, I mean I very nearly at one point spent £380 on the T300. No, actually I was going to buy the T500, but I decided against it, eventually went with the T300 and got it on offer, and I did not want to spend 250 quid, but I thought I need to because my DFGT is knackered, and I didn't like the fact that the DFGT only cost me £85 and this is costing me a lot more. But I did it and I like the wheel. I really like the wheel. It is better than a DFGT. But then I actually had a go of a T80 and a T100, and they were priced at £80 and £100, and straight away I was like, okay, that's why the T300 is more expensive. It's a much better wheel. But what really bugged me was the fact that the T80 and the T100 was the same price as a DFGT brand new was, and the DFGT is a better wheel. So if you want to start a wheel, you ain't got loads of money, perhaps look at a DFGT wheel with an adapter. It may cost you a bit more than a T100, but it'd be better than a T100. Okay, quick scan through some more messages. Mad Scars, no, he wasn't calling you a nerd, he was calling me a nerd. MCS 1981, nice to see someone who can handle the Caterham. I find it awful to drive. I like handling it. I have done setup on it though, but even without setup it is drivable. There's just that transitional period of it actually on standard setup handles better on cold tyres than it does on hot tyres, and when you go from cold tyres to the rear's warming up and the front's still being cold, it's horrible. but then we go, there we go. Mad Scouse, I was in the LMP ones last night. What a car, just made to race. The LMP ones are phenomenal. Best ever F1 driver around this track, Senna. Without a doubt, Senna. I could say me, but no, it's Senna. The thing is, I tell you what, as stupid as this is going to sound, right? A lot of people, when Senna said, sort of, I can't remember his exact wording, but when he was driving around Monaco, he felt like he wasn't driving the car. He felt like he was actually above himself watching someone else drive his car, as if God was driving the car for him. Now, personally, I don't believe in religion. Sorry if that offends anyone, just I don't. Well, because I have a view on this. If God made the earth, regardless of whose God you think it was, if God made us humans, then surely there was only the one of them. So how can you have many different religions to different gods, blah blah blah, unless, no, I tell you what, the God I believe in, Thor. So there you go. But yeah, I've had it on F1 games around here where I do a race and then I'll be like, hang on a minute, I'm on lap 20. I don't remember doing the last 5 laps. But I've not hit a wall, I've put in good lap times, I've not done this, and it's like, I really don't remember doing the last 5 laps. Now, I haven't been touched by God or anything like that, but you can, I have experienced that getting into the zone. Okay, Mull Ryan, hello, how are you? I did see that you sent me a message, but I can't get to it yet. Now, Mull Ryan has asked for an invite when I hit my 40th lap, but as you may hear, I've got an alarm going off, and that tells me that we are getting close to 2 hours that I've been streaming, and I'll come to that in a moment. Adam Boozita, add me all on Steam. I don't think so. Withers, how are you, mate? JB Tech, thank you very much for posting a link there for the Project Cars update. You see, now that's the kind of link I don't mind someone just whacking on. It's relevant to what we're doing. I mentioned it, and he's gone and said, right, here you go guys, here's what the patch was for. Not, oh, I'll go and watch someone stream and tell them to add me on Steam without even saying hello, but there we go. Now, Ray said tyre pressure, Dave. It wouldn't have been the tyre pressure because of how good it was at the start, but there we go. Brave man. Dave, your type of fun will put you in a wall. You're not alright. My type of fun will put me in a wall. That's why when I go out for a night out, I'm like, I'm going to have some fun, because I'll end up in a cell up against the wall, probably. Dubstepper, nice to see you've ordered it. The Silent Death 1201, is this better than Drive Club? I'm fairly sure people will have answered that. I like Mad Scouser's answer. It could be taken in 2 ways. It's like, really, mate? As in, like, either really, you're going to ask that question, or really much better. I'll go for that one. Why don't the back markers move out of the way? I know, it's an odd one, that, because if I was being lapped, I'd be getting blue flags, but there we go. Okay, quick flash through. Now, I do know that getting project cars can differ in price depending on where you are. There was someone that was watching one of my live streams in the first week, and I think it might have been Denmark, and he was saying that over there the cheapest they could get it was about 60 quid. But there we go. Probably because it has to be imported in. Wolfstone Raiders back again. Rage Card, 57 views, that's good. Big Bang Sam, Hello Eugene, how are you doing today? Repeated about 15 times. When I'm on track, I don't tend to respond to messages, which is why I don't often do long races on my live streams, because I see it as it could be seen as quite rude. But usually, as JB Tech has done here, I will get to the messages when I'm not on track. And it is nice to see that the guys that are the regular viewers, they will answer questions. If you've got a question for me, if they can answer it on my behalf, they will. I mean, sometimes they may get it wrong, but most of the time they get it right. And like there where it says I'll answer when I get to the end, then that is, I like that. Drew, Davy boy, get it right. I am the British Bulldog, Davy Boy Smith. Schumacher believes in Jesus. I haven't got a problem with people believing in religions or anything like that, but it's just me personally. I have a different theory on things, but we won't get into that. I won't question people's religions or tell them they shouldn't believe. I mean, at the end of the day, I believe in ghosts, I believe in spirits, and people think I'd be mad for that, but there you go. At the end of the day, someone must be nicking all my loo roll. Laura Nico, hello again. I did see you message earlier on. Sorry I didn't respond at the time. Okay, when am I next streaming after this? In about 5 minutes, because what I'm going to do is I'm trying to keep my live streams to under 2 hours, which I've probably now just gone over, trying to keep it to under 2 hours so it's an easier upload to YouTube. So I am going to end this live stream, give myself a couple of minutes and start up a new one, and then I will probably do another live stream tomorrow. How many more I do tonight I don't know. The next one will probably be the last one, but yeah, the next live stream is going to be in about 5 minutes time. So I will be saying see you later in a bit. Cheapest what for 60 quid was cheapest copy of Project Cars on release was about 60 quid. It was either Denmark or Norway. There was one of the Scandinavian type countries. Right, okay, so for those of you that have been viewing, thank you very much for viewing. Like I say, I'm going to shoot off, but I will be back on in a moment. Be a different title, different thing for the next live stream. So I've been Front Row Racing DP. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you again soon.